Niger State government condemns kidnap of students in Papiri, says school reopened without clearance. DSS arraigned 2 suspects, one linked to 2012 Okene Church attack and a social media coup advocate. And at Accra conference, leaders say Africa's future depends on women, demand removal of barriers for women empowerment. Hello and many thanks for joining us on the news desk at 3 on NTN News 24. We are broadcasting live from Abuja. I am Chinenye Ngoyi. On another sad note, the Niger State government condemns the kidnapping of students from St. Mary's Private Catholic Secondary School in Papiri, Agwara local government area of Niger State. A statement by Secretary to the state government, Abubakar Usman, indicates that a full-scale investigation and search and rescue operation is currently ongoing to ensure the safe return of the abducted children. The government had earlier issued a directive suspending construction activities and closing boarding schools in the affected zone due to security threats. But St. Mary's School reopened without clearance, exposing students and staff to risk. The government is working closely with security agencies to provide updates and urges the public to cooperate by providing any information that may aid in the rescue efforts. Niger State Police Command is yet to confirm the number of students abducted from St. Mary's Catholic Secondary School, Papiri, in Agwara local government area of Niger State in the early hours of Friday. Our correspondent Mukhtar Wowo is standing by to give us an update on this development.
With me here is the PPRO, Niger State Police Command, who is going to tell us more with regard to the incidents.
Today being 21st November 2025, Friday, around 2 a.m., early hour of the day, some numbers of bandits invaded the school and abducted a yet to be ascertained number of students from the hostel. However, the commanders have deployed police tactical units. Even as I speak with you, military components are also on ground there. With other security agencies, it's a collaborative effort, the DSS and other agencies. We are working together to see what can be done to rescue these children. We are combing the neighboring forest and other areas that we need to touch on. And the command is appealing to the members of the public to remain calm as all effort is on top there to ensure that these children are rescued. However, what is also very sad is that despite the state government directive on closure of school in that area as a result of security challenges in the area, we got to know that this very school continue to run academic activities contrary to the government directive to ensure that schools are closed in that area because of the security situations we are having around Borogu and Agwara local government. However, the deployments are there. We need to ensure that the children are safe first before further necessary investigative action are taken against the school management. Thank you.
We'll keep you updated as we get more information as regard to the kidnapping. Back to you in the studio.
Many thanks, Mukhtar, and we pray for the safe release of the children. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has adjourned the commencement of trial of the suspected mastermind of the 2012 attack on Deeper Life Bible Church, Okene, Kogi State, Abdulmalik Abdulaziz Obadaki, to January 26, 2026. The presiding judge, Justice Joyce Obehi Abdulmalik, gave the order during the arraignment of the defendant on a 6-count charge bordering on terrorism. The defendant pleaded not guilty to 5 out of the 6 counts. At the adjourned date, the court will review facts relating to the count he pleaded guilty to and to hear those he pleaded not guilty to. The arraignment is coming few days after securing the sentencing of a leader of the Islamic State West Africa province, ISWAP, Husseini Ismaila, to 20 years imprisonment for terrorism. Abdulmalik Abdulaziz Obadaki is being tried for his alleged membership of a terrorist group conspiracy, rendering assistance to acts of terrorism, concealment of information on activities of a terrorist group, and escape from lawful custody. The court ordered that the suspect be remanded in the custody of the prosecuting authority, the DSS, until the next adjourned date. It will be recalled that after the Okene Church attack, Obadaki is being alleged to have later led a gang that raided 5 commercial banks in Uromi, Edo State, killing several people and carted away huge sums of cash. He, however, was trailed and arrested by security forces and remanded at the Kuje prison, but escaped shortly during the July 2022 jailbreak at the Kuje Custodial Center. Security sources disclosed that the suspected terrorist leader allegedly confessed to orchestrating the Kuje Custodial Center jailbreak following his transfer from Kaba Custodial Center in June 2022. In another development, a social media user, Innocent Chukwuemeka, who used his X handle to canvass for a coup in Nigeria, has been arraigned before the Federal High Court Abuja Division. Innocent Chukwuemeka, as the defendant in this case, faces a 6-count charge bordering on false publication to cause public alarm and cyber stalking. Following his not guilty plea, the court also fixed the 26th of January 2026 for hearing, whilst ordering that he be remanded in the SS custody. The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has launched the National Environment Club and Environment Society, a landmark initiative designed to strengthen environmental education and climate action participation among young people. Our correspondent, Mina Daniels, was at the event in Abuja and now reports.
The fight against unfavorable environmental practices has taken a different dimension with the launch of the National Environment Club for secondary schools and Environment Society for tertiary institutions by Her Excellency, wife of the President, Senator Oluremi Tinubu. It was a gathering that brought together students, teachers, environmental advocates, and government officials, all united by one mission to secure Nigeria's environmental future.
These are clubs and societies that are designed to address the issue of environment in Nigeria. The ministry will continue to support them because what they are doing is trying to move the mandate of the ministry, trying to push the mandate of the ministry beyond where we are.
At the State House Banquet Hall, the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, led the official launch of the Environment Club and Environment Society, an initiative aimed at nurturing a new generation of environmentally conscious Nigerians.
Society would develop a generation of young Nigerians who are committed to environmental preservation, biodiversity conservation, and the sustainable use of resources. It aims to cultivate a national mindset that prioritizes ecological responsibility.
We are launching a movement led by young people, powered by their ideas, their energy, and their imagination.
Students who attended the lunch expressed excitement.
I believe that if I could tell my friends that, oh, don't trash your bottle here, take it to the recycling bin, I feel like that's where we should start from.
I've seen the light to plantation to make Nigeria green and better for future, to avoid pollution and other things that might cause harm to the environment.
The aim of this launch is to raise a generation of environmentally conscious citizens who will take the protection of this environment to the future. From the banquet hall of the Presidential Villa, Mina Daniels, NTA News.
And the federal government has approved a new debarment policy aimed at blacklisting contractors who deliver substandard performance on government projects. The approval was announced by the Director General of the Bureau of Public Procurement, Dr. Adebowale Adedokun, during a workshop held to sensitize procurement officers from federal parastatals, agencies, institutions, and government-owned companies on the revised procurement guidelines. Ekene Ndulue reports.
Over the past 1 year, the Bureau of Public Procurement has introduced a series of reforms in procurement processes, aimed at improving accountability, reducing waste, and strengthening public trust. With this workshop, the Director General, Bureau of Public Procurement, is ensuring that procurement officers are familiar with these reforms, which include the new procurement guidelines and the revised monetary thresholds for government organizations.
We also rounded up by outlining the procurement reforms given to us by the government to implement. One of them is the fact that federal government just recently, last Friday, approved what we call a debarment policy. What it means now is that if any contractor who has been given money fails to do the job, the law has now been provided on how we will discipline that contractor.
For many of these procurement officers, the session has been revealing, one that will significantly enhance their efficiency on the job.
I will make sure that all the processes are being followed.
We should be able also to advise our chief executive appropriately to have value for money.
We should not be coerced to do the wrong thing.
With the training now concluded, there is renewed optimism that the era of operational inefficiencies will gradually give way to a more transparent and results-driven procurement system. In Abuja, Ekene Ndulue, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. We'll pause here for some commercials. We'll be right back. This day.
Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections, classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to...
Tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality, and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Arisco tomato paste and products. 100% natural tomato. Better food now. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Many thanks for staying on. Democracy must go beyond elections and focus more on ideals, strong legislations, and good governance. This was the position of eminent personalities at the Goodluck Jonathan Foundation 10th anniversary celebration, which held in Abuja. Timothy Yusuf reports.
The work began. A decade of the establishment of the Goodluck Jonathan Foundation coinciding with the 68th birthday of former President Goodluck Jonathan.
And over 10 years since leaving office.
From Vice President Kashim Shettima to former President Olusegun Obasanjo and many others, Goodluck Jonathan represents a true definition of a Democrat, a peacemaker and an embodiment of goodness.
Our democracy stands because of people like former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. People who believe that the Nigerian state is bigger than any individual. People who understand that the state is greater than all of us and must therefore be protected with courage, with restraint, and with patriotism.
We must change the face of politics. We must see politics as a business of responsible individuals.
This decade of celebration is under the theme, Legacy of Impact, Celebrating Our Journey, delivered by Dr. Mohamed Ibn Chambers, former president of ECOWAS and former special representative of the United Nations Secretary General for West Africa and the Sahel.
President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan believes in proper management of transitions through effective mediation to ensure their success.
He is a teacher of democracy. He practices democracy. Everything about him is democratic.
The challenges facing our continent ahead are great and demand bold ideas and collaborative action. But we are the Goodluck Jonathan Foundation, so is our capacity to meet them.
A reminder to politicians that election is not a do or die affair. In every contest, only one winner will emerge. A food for thought shared by speakers here. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
The need for religious and traditional leaders in the country to collaborate with relevant stakeholders in enhancing the health and well-being of adolescent girls, young women and boys through active engagement in faith and value comes into focus at a training for religious leaders on reducing stigma and criticism against antenatal care held in Zaria. Sagiri Mohammed Awal reports.
The initiative was born out of the need to protect the health rights of adolescent people. The training brought religious leaders from across Zaria and Giwa local government areas of Kaduna State with a view to tackling harmful societal norms that affect maternal, newborn and child health outcomes. Dr. Aminu Hayatu and other stakeholders at the training emphasized the need to promote and protect the health and well-being of individuals and communities by preventing disease, improving access to health care, and contribute to quality of life for sustainable development.
Let people understand the importance of engaging, the health centers, right, even from pre-marital stage where they need the understanding of when they get married, what is the first thing to do between spouses.
We are trying to change behavioral norms that are usually within our communities.
The religious leaders promised to disseminate the message to mosques and Islamia schools in order to drive positive social and behavioral change that will enhance the health and livelihood of adolescents and young people in Kaduna State.
This is very, very important intervention that is highly encouraged and recommended by Islam towards promoting one's health.
At the end of the Enlightenment, members of Faith and Cultural Champion Project for Zaria and Giwa local government areas were inaugurated. From Zaria, Sagir Muhammad Awal, NTA News.
The University of Abuja has recorded a historic milestone with the induction of 75 new medical graduates into the medical profession. Dr. Hakim Bakare, the son of a retired staff of the engineering department, NTA headquarters Abuja, was among the inductees.
As a registered medical practitioner of Nigeria, I shall exercise the several parts of my profession.
These are not just mere words. It is a pledge to practice the medical profession with conscience and dignity, and a promise to respect the secrets of a patient confided in them even after the patient has died.
Across the country, we have enough spaces of housemanship for everybody
With the quality of training they have received, we have no doubt of their abilities to be able to represent not just the College of Health Sciences, not the University of Abuja only, but Nigeria.
Awards were presented to Olaide Shoeton, who emerged as the overall best graduating medical student, and to others who came out tops in other medical courses. For Dr. Hakim Bakari, medicine is not just a profession, but a calling.
I would thank God and I would thank my parents because they have been solidly behind me ever since day one. So we need more doctors, we need more hands in the hospital to help patients.
So going through that journey and after 8 years they have to graduate, it's a journey that I thank God.
It was a moment of joy and gratitude to God, not just for these medical doctors, but for their proud parents, family, friends, and relatives. In Abuja, Chinenye Nwoye, NTA News. The Chief Medical Director, Alliance Hospital, Abuja, Dr. Christopher Otabo, has received an award of excellence for partnering the University of Nigeria in the areas of provision of healthcare and educational facilities. He was honored at the 7th induction and swearing-in ceremony of the 2024-2025 medical graduation of the College of Health Sciences, University of Abuja. This award of excellence is a product of the partnership between the University of Abuja and Alliance Hospital, a foremost Abuja-based special hospital. To facilitate the re-accreditation bid of the university,
Dr. Tabo and his organization decided to give us a very befitting college boardroom that is one of the best in the country. Every AC that is situated in this hall was donated by his organization. The armored cable that powered this place, that gave it light, was also donated by his organization.
I feel honored the Vice Chancellor, University of Abuja, decided to honor myself and some of my colleagues for the contributions that we have made towards the development of the College of Health Sciences in the university.
Dr. Christopher Otabo believes that public-private partnerships, especially in the areas of enhancing healthcare and educational services, will go a long way in tackling brain drain and reversing the trend.
The quality of medical education in Nigeria, they are some of the best in the world, and that's why you find our graduates being sought after everywhere.
75 medical doctors were inducted into the medical profession. In Abuja, Chinenye Nwoye, NTA News. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has once again been applauded for the policies and programs initiated by his administration, which has supported students, expanded scholarship opportunities, improved students' welfare interventions, and strengthened institutional partnership in the diaspora. This applause resonated at the 2025 International Students' Day celebration at the instance of the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Students' Engagement. 17th of November every year is actually the day set aside as International Students' Day. But here in this hall, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Students' Engagement is hosting these Nigerian students who are representing about 87 million others.
This initiative is fully aligned with the vision and commitment of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The President believes, and we affirm, that our students are not just leaders of tomorrow, but contributors to national development today.
Judith Mwokori, an optometrist from Futo Owerri, and Mustafa Habib, a petroleum and gas engineer from Bayes University, were among students whose talents were recognized and academic excellence rewarded by President Bola Tinubu.
Okay, I will tell every student, whenever you're going for any examination, always have in mind that I'm going to get an A.
But I want all the students out there to keep going.
If the collective assets of our human resources resides within the people here who represents the 70%, then we must, as a government, pay special attention to you.
Innovation and possibility.
key into the powerful and transformative renewed hope agenda of our dear president.
This is the first time we have a president that decided to give a student loan to go to school.
Academic excellence transcends the boundaries of classrooms.
The event was a celebration of the promise of young Nigerians and the international student community to contribute to national development. In Abuja, Chinenye Nwoye, NTA News. The future of Africa depends greatly on the empowerment of its women and leaders across the continent are being urged to strengthen inclusive governance, especially gender-responsive democracy, to accelerate sustainable development. On day 2 of the 2025 Africa Women Conference in Accra, Ghana, gender equality advocates, including the Director General of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, Professor Abubakar Suleiman, renewed calls for the removal of long-standing systemic obstacles that continue to hinder women's progress across the continent. Olusheye Adeabo reports.
The World Economic Forum recently estimated that at the current global pace of progress, full gender parity will not be achieved for another 134 years, projecting equality around the year 2150, just as the African Union aims to meet its gender-related goals by 2063. These projections remain deeply concerning for advocates of gender equality and girls' rights. However, many also note that growing commitments to women's empowerment and increased investment in education across African countries could accelerate progress.
Advocacy, clamor for gender parity is clamor for guarantee of our future. It's an insurance for women. Mr. President is doing so much. A lot of African leaders are doing so much. I think we need to review the strategy as women.
During an interactive session, delegates intensified discussions on strengthening support for Nigeria's reserved seats bill, which seeks to increase women's representation in the legislative arm.
Nigeria currently ranks at the bottom in terms of women's representation in parliament. We're talking 54 out of 54. Then you know that there's something critical, urgent that we need to do as a nation.
AWC is in full support of the reserved women's bill that is ongoing, and we are hoping that before the next cycle of election, the process will be accelerated for us to have those numbers.
Participants at the AWC in Accra reiterated their unwavering commitment to continue the fight until all barriers hindering the progress of Africa's women and girls are fully dismantled.
We will build. We will not pull down.
From Ghana, Olusheye Adeabo, NTA News.
And that's the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinenye Nwoye.
Nigeria Coat of Arms, a pride of